Hello beauties, and welcome back to the Bumpy Bones Locksport channel. Now before I get into the cups that we're going to be picking today, I do want to thank everybody for all of your well wishes over the past week with my surgery. I greatly do appreciate all of the support, and I wanted to let everybody know that the surgery went extremely well. The tumor was exactly where the doctor thought it was. There were no tendons involved, so it was a very simple surgery. And the recovery has been going extremely well also. In fact, in some ways the recovery is going a lot better than I initially thought it was going to be. My doctor, prepped me before surgery saying, hey, be prepared for a very painful recovery with this surgery, and the pain has been actually very, very manageable. So again, I greatly do appreciate everybody's support with the surgery last week. Thank you so much for everything. Now, in today's video, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at a pair of CTS Thompson Model 1058 Tri-Max Hinged Nickel Handcuffs, and that is a mouthful. And these are actually a very fun handcuff. They are a double-pawl handcuff, actually a shielded double-pawl, so there is a shield in between the individual pawls. The shield does not extend into the keyway, so you can use a regular key to open up the handcuffs and all of that. So I kind of wish that they, when they do shielded pawls like this, I kind of wish that they do extend that into the keyway, because it just adds a lot more security to the handcuffs. In fact, even when reading the packaging and all that, they say a pick shield XLS here, but because they don't extend that into the keyway, there is no shield with picking. And they actually say on the back here also that this is the first bump and pick resistant handcuff ever manufactured. Now, I'm not going to test the bumping on these. I haven't really gotten the hang of bumping handcuffs open, but we're going to go ahead and pick them open anyways. So the other thing that is really nice about these handcuffs, they are really nice and smooth with the action. So they are really nice to put on, and the hinge is actually a really good hinge. You do not get a lot of rotation out of these. So actually when putting these on by yourself and trying to engage the double lock, it is actually quite a challenge just getting the double lock on. So let's go ahead and throw these guys on and see what it takes to get them picked open. Alright, so I got that. Let's go ahead and get the double lock on, and I'm going to try to do this on camera, but I'm probably going to fail because I gotta get that rotated. Come on. There we go. Oh, nope. Not quite. Let me actually grab the other. This is a little bit stiffer. There we go. Alright, so we got that one locked. And then let's get this other one on here. Alright, there we go. Alright, so we got our double locks engaged, keyways facing out. And what I'm going to use is I'm going to use a half ball pick from the Shackleman set from Southern Specialties. I did grind the tip of this down so that it's about 20 thousandths rather than the 25 thousandths that it came as. I like the 20 thousandths thickness better when it comes to picking handcuffs. I find it to be more versatile and all that. So let's go ahead and get that double lock. Alright, I think I got it. Nope. Alright. That double lock is definitely the hardest part on this. There we go. Oops. Pick slipped. Alright, so there's one. Get the double lock over here. I think that did it. Nope. Nope. Oh, come on. There we go. And there we go. We are out. Now let's go ahead and see about shimming these guys open because they are a shielded double pawl. In fact, I didn't show this earlier, but the paws are independent from one another. So if I press one paw down, the other one doesn't move. So in order to pick these open, you have to engage both paws at the same time. But let's go ahead and shim them open. So I do have a split paw shim here. I got that from Sparrows. So let's go ahead and throw these on. And because, again, these are hinge, shimming these guys are actually a lot more difficult because trying to get the shim in place is fun. So I'm actually going to tighten this up just a little bit more to prove a little bit more of a challenge. All right, so let's go ahead and see if I can get this shim in place. All right, so we got that. So we can see it's down in there. So I'm going to apply pressure while I am I'm going to try to get that shim in there. All right, almost. All right, there we go. All right, so there's the one, and yeah, that hurt. All right, let's go ahead and do the other side here now. This is actually going to be easier because now that my one hand is free, and there we go. So pretty easy shim. I gotta see if I can find another double pawl shim or split pawl shim. I got this guy from Sparrows, and it works really nicely, but it's small. And it's kind of serrated on the end here, so if you really gotta push, it does dig into the fingers a little bit, so don't quite like it as much. I might try to take a shim that I got from the Shackleman set and do a split paw with that one and see how that works, because I got a couple of extra shims with that. So, but overall, these are pretty good cuffs. I would definitely recommend them. I wish they did a shielded paw because that does add in a lot of challenge. So if we go ahead and take a look at some other double paw handcuffs that I've got here. Chicago, you have the X55s, which are a double paw. They're not shielded though, but they are independent. But you also have the X22, which is the shielded double paw, and this is one that does require a special key. So if I take a look at the key for the X22s here, you'll see there's a split in the key there, and that is so it goes between the shield when you are using the key. So these are definitely a lot more secure than the Tri-Max in some ways. And then we've got the, again, I might mispronounce the name of it, but I think it's Yuil, Y-U-I-L handcuffs. And what's really nice about these is, again, they're shielded, but again, the shield does not go into the keyway here. And so you can use a regular key to open these. The domestic version of these, I think these are from Korea. And so the domestic versions of these are shielded. The import version is unshielded. But what's really nice about this cuff, though, is that they actually have some anti-shim features in the pathway here where the POW goes. And so if you go to use a shim, it's going to catch in on those, and you can't insert your shim all the way here. So it's actually a really good anti-shim prevention on these guys here. So again, these are pretty fun. I do recommend them. These are definitely going to be a nice addition to my collection. So I hope everybody enjoyed this video. As always, do feel free to like and comment my videos and subscribe to my channel. And I hope everybody has a beautiful day, and I will see you all later.